Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. The Conor Benn saga soap opera farce has seems to have finally been put to bed because the National Anti-Doping Panel ruled was it last month that UKAD and the British Boxing Board of Control hadn't provided enough evidence to prove Benn had violated anti-doping rules. So we've now got to the point where the 21 days that UKAD had to appeal the decision has expired, and so Benn is out of the woods. Now, let's not dress this up as something it isn't. Benn still had two tests. He failed two tests. There was something in his system that it shouldn't have been in there, so he was guilty. Okay, whichever way you want to slice and dice it, he was guilty. And astonishingly, Eddie Hearn, well, actually not astonishingly, because Eddie Hearn is so full of shit, it's almost unfathomable, really. Eddie Hearn has been talking, quoting the Bible. He quoted a passage from Romans, he's been saying what a brave lad Conor Benn was, and how, we're not looking for apologies. No, we're not. No. You're damn right you're not looking for apologies, because you're not getting any. You shouldn't be getting any. Okay, he's saying, well, Ben stuck to his guns, stood by his integrity, and all this crap that was coming out of Hearn's mouth. Only a guy who cut his teeth selling double-glazing to pensioners by cold calling them could ever talk that amount of garbage. And that's what he does. He talks a load of crap. Now, you might say, what are you talking about? You're sounding like Simon Jordan. If you followed this channel, you know I don't have a lot of time for Simon Jordan. And apparently he's been, sticking the oar in, sticking the boot in. I don't care what Simon Jordan's got to say. I'm telling you what I think, okay? I don't care what anyone else has got to say. I'm telling you what I think. And to me, the whole thing was handled appallingly. Benn did have illicit substances in his system. He was found to have those failed tests. They were valid tests, okay? He has not been proven innocent, all right? And by the way, this hellish 2 years, this nightmarish, terrible 2 years that this, self-entitled little wannabe gangster has had to supposedly go through, this multi-millionaire's son. By the way, over the last 2 years, he's fought twice. Hearn made sure he fought twice, all right, out of England, obviously. Well, now he's going to get his, license back, his British boxing license back. And I suppose this paves the way for him to make millions and fight Eubank and do whatever. That nightmare, that terrible 2-year nightmare where I was suicidal. I actually thought, I just don't want to be here anymore. But my faith got me through it, and all this. Oh, for fuck's sake! I mean, Conor, try doing a 12-hour shift in a warehouse, right, for peanuts. Then come back and tell me that you're hard done by. Okay. Try spending years qualifying as a doctor and then doing a 16-hour shift in a hospital dealing with other people's miseries. All right. Then you come back and you talk about how entitled you might be to XYZ or ABC. All right. This kid is just a spoiled brat, and that's how he came across for the last 2 years, okay? And Eddie Hearn, you, with your silver spoon stuck in your gob, okay, trying to make excuses for this kid and having the cheek to say, we don't need any apologies. You're not getting any apologies. You know why? Because you don't deserve them, all right? Now, I don't give a fuck about Conor Benn. I've never met the kid. He doesn't seem like a very nice person. He certainly doesn't seem very intelligent. He talks like a twat. But Eddie Hearn is intelligent. He's very intelligent, and he's very well educated. He should know better. He's the one that knows better. So this whole farce, okay, it's over now, but spare me this crap about how Benn has been so hard done by. What a load of old fanny. Talk to some of these unknown fighters who have popped for, not for performance enhancing drugs, but for social drugs, you know, maybe a bit of weed, or maybe they snorted a bit of coke or whatever on a dodgy night out. And they get immediate 2-year bans. Immediate 2-year bans, you know. If they get PEDs, some of them they don't even return to boxing because it's just not worth their while. This kid's had everyone wiping his rancid arsehole, and yet he is the victim. You're not the victim. You had illicit stuff in your system. Don't pretend otherwise, all right? You should be the one apologising, okay? Regardless of whether you knew it was in there or not, right? It's your body. That's why you hire your team. That's why you hire your nutritionists, your conditioners, all the rest of it. That is why you hired a shit ton of lawyers and experts who, because they were hired by you, weren't exactly going to go against you to put together this, what was it, 2,000-page dossier or whatever the fuck it was. And none of us have ever seen it. You know, you were the ones that told the British Boxing Board of Control to sod off and gave your license back, okay, instead of going to them and talking to them and behaving like an adult, like a mature adult, okay? But no, instead you wanted to be a self-entitled, spoiled little brat, okay? Nah. Look, this video is really just a rant, isn't it? Because, and I know you're sick to death of this subject, as am I, but when I see Eddie Hearn giving these interviews about how hard done by Conor's been, what a brave soul he's been, you know, Oh, do me a favour. So full of shit, these people. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype, as Public Enemy once said, because it's all garbage. It's all garbage. Anyway, you probably disagree with me, some of you. That's absolutely fine. Leave your comments below. If you agree with me, leave your comments below. If you're indifferent, leave your comments below. But thank you for your time. Win, lose or draw, thank you for your time. And yeah, you know, like the video if you liked it. Hit the dislike button if you disliked it. But subscribe to the channel and help us out. Thank you. Bye for now.